So I sneaked out in my lunch break here just to test this stability issue.
Take off.
So
the home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
Last time it happened around 50 meters from here. Correcting the antennas. Just move a little bit under here. No connection issues as it is right now. Strong wind warning. Yeah. Let's get back in. Let's just try something else here. See if that is actually what causes it. And you know, the zebra stripes that you see on the screen, they do not show on the final footage. They are just a way of me making sure that the exposure is correctly. Let's just try and enable the cellular network here. No connection issues at all.
Go home.
So as far as I can see, and I'm unable to reproduce this. So maybe the next test will be, what is it doing? No. No limit and no max altitude. Return to home altitude.
All right, guys, as you just saw in this clip, I was at least in the first attempt this morning, yesterday, there's rubbish. I was going out during my lunch break, trying out if I could reproduce this in a wide open area away from all Wi-Fi interference. And let me just stop the beeping here. So there was no way for me to reproduce this scenario when I was out there. Okay, sorry. So I decided that I would try it again at the exact same location that I had problems prior to this on Sunday. The problem was that it was more or less pitch black. So, but let me just play that clip for you and see, so you can see what happened there. So let's just add that to the stream instead here. So this one. So let's just let that play.
It is dark here all the time.
takeoff. The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
And it was absolutely pitch black. That's the problem here. It's getting dark already at 4:30 in the afternoon. So it's very difficult to get out and to get some jobs done. So so I actually ended up flying the drone through the map. And I was also, as many of you pointed out, I stepped outside the car when I was calibrating the compass on the drone.
Let's do this on the
Not
map
that it
here.
was particularly related to what the problems that we're seeing with the 120, but still. So I knew this area, and I could see a little bit with my naked eye. I could see that if I was just going to a height of maybe, I don't know, I went up to maybe 25 meters or so, I would not hit any of the trees, and it is an open field away from the road. So there's absolutely no problem in doing this. And I could spot it, barely spot it out there, like a green flashing light up there in the sky. So let's see. And so far it's good. I thought that maybe the problem had disappeared. There was absolutely no problems right now. So
strong wind warning.
I got a strong wind warning. There's no strange thing in that. The Mini 1 is very sensitive to wind, so there's no problems there. And I also had the cell phone. I didn't have it in flight mode as it was on this trip, so I thought maybe at some point that would cause a problem. But apparently everything seemed nice, and I was almost ready to pack up and call it a day. Then I got the signal interference thing at 160 meters. And the fun part here is that, I don't know if it's fun,
aircraft signal interference.
but I got this error that was reported earlier. It does not seem to affect the flight characteristics. The drone is still responsive and does what I tell it to do. But it's kind of funny that it triggers this message. Sorry about all these pop-ups.
So I'm getting the warning.
So I was trying to go back.
Just for the fun of it, try and put it in.
And I switched it into flight mode here, just to make sure that the phone Wi-Fi is not interfering with the connection between the remote and the drone. So that for some reason took away the warning. So I decided to move out again to see if I could trigger it again without the plane mode, with the plane mode enabled. And then again, it happened even earlier or sooner than it did with the drone not put into flight mode.
Before we lose it.
And the crazy part is that it actually stayed there, the interference signal that stayed there until I almost landed the drone. So it's definitely for real that we are seeing these issues. No doubt about that. And to answer some of the questions here, there's one here that I've seen a lot because I've been talking mostly about the Mini 2 lately here on the channel. And as far as I know, this only affects the Mini 1, and the Mini 2 is completely unaffected of this. There's a rock solid connection in there, and you don't see these problems. But as I said, it did not interfere at all with the drone's flying capabilities. So in that part, it's really good. So let's see.
Landing.
Yeah, there's a lot of time difference here. I guess it's It must be really weird that you can see
And catching a drone in the
daylight
dark,
here, but
that's
this
no
is
fun.
not right now. It's just about to get. It's what is it called? Dusk now. Yeah, it's dusk now here, and it's basically me wrapping everything up, getting ready to go to work. But I promised on yesterday's stream that I would do a follow-up because the scenario that I used yesterday was less than ideal. I was running the Mini 2 in parallel with the Mini 1, and the OcuSync signal could maybe have caused the interference on the Mini 1. And to be able to rule that out completely, I would do a standalone test, which I did, where I was just flying the Mini 1 alone, standing outside the car, so no metal cages around it, to make sure that this problem persisted, and it did. So there is a problem with 120. So I hope that DJI will fix this very soon. Until then, don't upgrade to 120, or at least if you're on Android, you have the possibilities to downgrade. There's a few of you that have sent me some notes showing me how it's possible to downgrade on iOS. And if that's something that you're interested in me making a separate video about, then let me know in the comments below. Then I will follow up on that and see if I can make that work. So yes, that kind of answers the question. Yes, you should stick to the version prior to this one if you have the option to do that. Or you could just live with, let's just make this run one more time. Yeah. Or you could just live with the warnings that it's providing, but it is a bit annoying. And there has been reports out there of more severe things happening, like the gimbal being slow, not being able to respond properly and stuff like that. So, oh, Sean is in the house. Hey, Sean. I thought you were sleeping by now. So 50 watching, that's a nice number this early in my morning. So welcome everyone. Maybe if you're up for it, then drop where you're from in the comment here below, in the chat section. It's always nice to see where people are located. So that's really, really interesting questions. What is my opinion about range tests? I have it the same way. It is kind of irresponsible to do it, and it's also in most countries against the law to do those. But I also watch them. To be fair, I also watch them, and I have a plan about doing a range test myself at some point, but I would have to involve a spotter or such to be able to do this. And we're riding these electric wheels. So I kind of figure I have a place somewhere where there's a abandoned military base where we have a runway of a certain length. I think it's 3.5 kilometers. And if I modify that a little bit, maybe I can stretch it to 4 by launching from a different area. And then I will have my friend that's ride the electric unicycle follow the drone along and being in communication with me, so I can keep an eye out on this. So that could be an interesting experiment to see how far I could get this out. I don't think I would be capable of reaching the maximum range of the Mini 2, but it's very easy to reach the maximum range of the Mini 1. So that would be a very simple experiment. So let's see what we have here. Yes, 7:38. That's the same here. Now 7:45 a.m. Good morning to you, Freddie. Nice to see you on the chat. So let's see. Sean is saying, depends on how they are done. I got my Air2 and went to 60,000. Test over a lake, spotters on the road. Plans to center. Yeah, you did a really long one there. And if you don't know Sean's channel, I would highly recommend to go check it out, because he lives in like a drone postcard country. He lives in Dillon, Colorado, around the mountains, and that's it. It must be like paradise to fly there. Maybe I will get a chance to go there someday and visit him in person. That would be super nice. So let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you can get the Mini, at least maybe with range extenders and under ideal conditions, to go pretty far out. But it is very, very sensitive to a disturbance if you're flying in urban polluted areas. So yeah. Apart from it's pretty annoying that the connection breaks up from the Mini 1, it's actually quite amazing how far they can stretch this Wi-Fi signal and still give us video feed plus full control of the drone. So, but even though it's impressive, it's still not always good enough. So let's see, we have some people here from, Gus, he is from Wisconsin, US. We have Van der Weiden from Holland. And of course, Sean from Summit County, Colorado. Oh, hey, we have a lot of interesting people from all around the world. Sweden is also there. So that's nice. That's the same time zone as here. So you are early riser. US of A. For Sean, yes, from Thailand. So that's a lot of distance. US, Thailand, that's a lot of kilometers. Unfortunately, California, USA. And also there's one from Serbia. So that's really, really nice. Yeah, you like that? Drone postcard country. Yeah, but it really is. It's really beautiful over there. It's, you know, everything is, they say everything is bigger in the US, but in this case, it's actually true. It's really amazing, this area where he lives. Let's talk about that if they're nice. I don't want brats. I only like nice kids. So there's one from Greece. And also one from Mobile, Alabama, US, and one from Romania. So that kind of concludes this morning's follow-up live stream. I don't want to drag this out further. So the main conclusion is that the problems that people are seeing with the 120 on the Mavic Mini 1 is for real, and we hope that DJI will put out a fix for this very soon. Thank you for joining me this morning, and if you feel like it, then please give the video a like or this live stream a like, and if you didn't like it, feel free to press the dislike button twice. Thank you for watching, and I'll be seeing you around.